The arena of Castor Station was packed to capacity. Thousands of spectators from dozens of species filled the crystalline seats, their excited chatter creating a symphony of alien languages. At the center of the massive dome stood two figures, separated by 20 meters of polished floor that gleamed under harsh spotlights. Champion Vector the Unbreakable stood nearly 3 meters tall, his 4 arms flexing as he acknowledged the roaring crowd. His exoskeleton gleamed with bioenhancements, each plate capable of deflecting plasma fire. He had held the station's combat championship for 6 cycles, defeating every challenger with brutal efficiency. His species, the Krathil, were known throughout the galaxy as warriors, strong, fast, and utterly ruthless. Across from him stood Maya Rodriguez, looking absurdly small in comparison. The human girl barely reached Vector's chest, her frame lean and unaugmented. She wore simple athletic gear, no armor, no visible weapons. Her dark hair was pulled back in a practical ponytail, and her expression was calm, almost bored. The crowd's enthusiasm dimmed to confused murmurs. This wasn't a championship match. It was an execution waiting to happen. Station Master Kolvik's voice boomed across the arena. "This is madness. Human, you can still forfeit. Your species may be from a death world, but Vector has killed opponents twice your size." Maya rolled her shoulders and cracked her neck. "I'm good, thanks." Vector laughed, a sound like grinding metal. He had studied humans after hearing the rumors. Yes, they came from a high-gravity world with dangerous fauna, but they were fragile. Soft skin, breakable bones, pathetically slow healing. The galaxy's fascination with them was overblown propaganda. "I will make this quick, little human," Vector announced, his translator carrying his words to every seat. "As a mercy." The opening bell rang. Vector didn't charge immediately. He was a champion, after all, not a fool. He circled, watching for tells, analyzing her stance. Maya simply stood there, weight balanced, hands loose at her sides. She wasn't even watching him. Her gaze seemed to track something in the middle distance, as if she were listening to music only she could hear. The disrespect ignited Vector's fury. He closed the distance in 2 massive strides, and swung his primary right arm in a backhanded slap designed to send her flying across the arena. It was an insult blow, the kind you gave to children who didn't know their place. His hand connected with her cheek with a crack that echoed through the dome. Maya's head turned slightly with the impact. A small red mark appeared on her face. She didn't move otherwise. Didn't stumble. Didn't fall. Vector froze, all 4 eyes widening in confusion. That blow carried enough force to shatter rib cages. She should be unconscious, possibly dead. Instead, she slowly turned her head back to face him, that same calm expression intact. "My turn?" Maya asked quietly. She moved. Later, analysts would slow down the arena footage to try understanding what happened. Even at 1/10 speed, it was difficult to follow. Maya's fist traveled perhaps 40 centimeters, a short, compact movement that began at her hip and ended at Vector's solar plexus. The sound was like a thunderclap. Vector's bioenhanced exoskeleton, designed to withstand plasma weapons, shattered. The kinetic energy transferred through his body lifted all 3 meters, and 400 kilograms of him completely off the ground. He flew backward, crashed through the arena's safety barrier, and embedded himself in the reinforced wall 20 meters away. He didn't get up. The arena fell into absolute silence. Maya lowered her fist and examined her knuckles, flexing them experimentally. "Ow! That stung a bit." Medical drones swarmed Vector's unconscious form. Emergency announcements blared. Station Master Kolvik stared at his displays in disbelief. The kinetic sensors had registered the impact force as equivalent to a small explosive device. "Impossible," Kolvik whispered. The human didn't even use her full body weight. That was just her arm. In the arena, Maya was already walking toward the exit, waving off the confused officials trying to declare her the winner. She pulled out her comm device and called someone. "Hey, coach? Yeah, the thing's done. Honestly, it was kind of disappointing. Guy had no chin. No, I barely felt it when he hit me. Reminded me of sparring with the junior team back home." "Uh-huh, I know. Control your strength, I remember." "Yeah, I pulled a punch. He's still breathing, isn't he?" As she left the arena, the crowd finally found its voice again, erupting into chaos. Bookies scrambled to process impossible outcomes. Scientists demanded access to her biometrics. Combat trainers reconsidered everything they thought they knew. And in the medical bay, as Vector regained consciousness to learn his championship reign had ended in less than 5 seconds, he asked only one question. "What gravity does Earth have?" 9.8 meters per second squared, the doctor replied. Vector closed his eyes. Castor Station had 4.2. He'd just been punched by someone who lived her entire life in more than twice his gravity, whose bones and muscles had evolved to carry that weight every moment of every day. He'd slapped a planet, and the planet had punched back.